Hi everyone. Am I audible to all of you? Okay. Okay, so let's start. Am I audible to all of you? Okay. Okay, fine. So hello everyone, and let us start our session for SVM today. So in the last class, that was last week, we had an intuition about SVM, that what is SVM, and we saw what is kernel, what is cost function, what is gamma. So did you have any sort of confusion into that? So today we'll be working with the coding part for SVM, and then we'll start with other topics. So shall we start for the SVM coding part, or do you have any questions to ask, or do you have any doubt in any of the topic? So I would request everyone to reply, please. Okay. Okay, no problem, Nishkarsh. So practice, you need to practice. Um, okay. And what about others? We have 10 more, and 9 more students. See, I would request everyone to please participate in the class. I am here asking questions from all of you guys. And so basis on your input, I proceed. So request you to answer. Okay. Just need to practice. Okay, no problem, Sarah. So importing the necessary libraries, pandas, numpy, matplotlib. Then here, this is a breast cancer dataset from sklearn. Okay. And we will be using this breast cancer dataset, and into this we have today I'll share a file with you, so that will be on to loan prediction. Okay. And usme we have missing values, usme we have outliers, usme you can do feature engineering. Feature engineering refers to when you create new column from your existing data. For example, you find out that two columns can combine together and we can generate a new column, and that will make much more sense. So or for example, like you have the salary part and you have the savings part. So in order you can come up with one single column, that is total number, total income, or total amount the person owns. So feature engineering refers to when you generate new columns. जब आप नए columns लाते हो अपने data में by putting two columns together या derive करते हो किसी चीज से कोई function लगा के. So that is what is called as feature engineering. So I'm having loan data, and also one more, so I will share with you. So try implementing algorithms SVM, try implementing KNN. अगर आपको बाकी आते तो बाकी में implement करना. Data cleaning होगी उसमें, outliers होंगे. So I'll share that with you. and then do it, and then we'll have a discussion once you all are done with the hands-on part. Okay. So here, and also, do you have any one of you any data sets online? You might have downloaded online, and which could help other batch mates of yours. So we could have most welcome if any one of you has a data set, and we would like if you share it, and so that हर कोई उस पे काम कर सके. So if you have it, we would request you to please share. Otherwise, it's okay. So है किसी के पास कोई data set? Did you download it? Any kind of data from anywhere? No. Okay. No one. Okay. Okay. So यहाँ पे we are using data set from. Also, we have one more data set here. So from sklearn. Okay, so let me share today. Although I promised yesterday, last time also, so but I could not. Apologize for that. Kanishka, kuch nahi. We just started with SVM, and I said that I will be sharing a data. Loan data है, उसमें missing values है, outliers है, feature engineering करनी पड़ेगी. So you will have to work on end-to-end onto that data and try implementing all the algorithms, SVMB, KNNB. अगर आपको बाकी भी आते so implement them, and then we'll discuss once everyone is done. So after the class or in the break, I will share that data with all of you. Okay. You are having house prediction? No, not okay. You have something apart from that. Is apart from Boston, Kanishka. Boston housing. This is something different from Boston housing, or same? So if any one of you has a data, आपने कहीं से download किया है, or you have access to some sort of data, so it will be really great अगर आप you share it with all of us, so that जो आपके colleagues हैं वो भी, yeah, so that आपके जो colleagues हैं they could also. Kanishka, will you be able to share so that along with you everyone can also practice and it will be an all together learning? Yeah, so would request you to please share over the mail to everyone so that then everybody will come up with their own solution. It's all together moving, like learning on together. So you'll and it is a good way, I think, because you might come up with certain solutions, some other people might come up with different. So I would highly encourage if any one of you has such data to please circulate over the mail. Okay. So here, this is a breast cancer data set from sklearn, and we are using it from sklearn data set. So I've called breast cancer data. I'm storing it into a variable called cancer. Okay. So this is in the form of dictionary. जो हमारा data set store होता है sklearn भी हमेशा dictionary की form में होता है. So these are the particular variables. Sorry. These are the particular keys. Yes, Kanishka. After in the break, I will share a data over the mail, and onto that only you reply to everyone. So आपके पास 2-3 data हो जाएंगे काम करने के लिए सभी के पास. ठीक है? Yeah, thank you, Kanishka. Thank you so much. So this is cancer data set. इसमें हमारे पास we have a description for data, we have data complete जिसके अंदर data stored है, we have a target जिसमें हमारी target values है, हमारे feature के names है, file का name that does not matter here. So file name we have target name and description about कि data कहाँ से लिया है, what this data is all about. So everything is stored into cancer in the form of dictionary. So dot keys, we are able to see that, and when we print a description, this is all about the data, that from where this data belongs to and what sort of features does it have. जैसे इसमें हमारे पास क्या क्या है, we have radius, texture, smooth, compactness, symmetry, mean fractal. So many things, all are biological terminologies. So here we have the goal is to, and the target, under the target हमारे पास दो चीजें हैं, malignant and benign, कि कैंसर है या नहीं है, and the specific values with respect to that. Just a second, I need to minimize this GoToMeeting. So these are the features. The target class is malignant and benign, and so as the summary statistics is given for every column, mean, median, maximum. Okay, so 212 class instance refers to the distribution of malignant. 357 instances are for benign here. Into जो हमारा data given है उसमें majority is for benign class and 212 are for malignant. Okay. So malignant refers to here cancerous. So malignant means cancerous and 357 means non-cancerous. So itne instances hai hamare paas. So as per that we'll be moving on. So these are the feature name, column names you can call is at symmetry, error, worst perimeter, symmetry kya hai, fractal dimension kya hai, compactness kya hai, concavity error, area error and everything. So in number of features, I think we have a total of total of how many do we have? 30 numeric features. So total number of 30 features into this one. Okay, zoom in. Yeah, sure. Okay. So 30 features in total. And these are the names, and using these features, hame prediction karna hai that the person is having cancer or not. And that is 12 malignant class, and it is having 1212 instances. So this is data creation. I think we covered till here in the last class. So just give an overview. So using pandas command. Any doubt here till so far? This is all pandas and using commands to create our data set. Okay. So this is our data which we'll be working on. Using these information, we will be defining that is having cancer or not, malignant or benign. And into this, the values are 0 and 1. 0 and 1. So we have cancerous, that is class 0. So 0 means it is opposite here, so don't get confused. इसमें ऐसे ही दिया गया है, अदरवाइज हमारा पॉजिटिव जब होता है जब कोई क्लास पॉजिटिव होती है, बट यहाँ पे इट्स ऑपोजिट. अगर कैंसर नहीं है देन इट इज 1 और कैंसर है देन इट इज 0. So जैसे 1200 instances थे ना for malignant and 357 for benign. So यहाँ पे 357 instances 1 के हैं. So it means not having cancer and having cancer is 0. So just keep this in mind जब हम confusion matrix और classification report बनाएंगे. Don't get confused कि 0 refers here cancerous. Okay. So in this also into this data also, did we do outlier treatment, quartile range? Did we cover that topic? Okay, so today I'll be telling you ways. Again, there are multiple ways to treat outliers. So I'll be giving you as an homework कि you have to find out कि ऐसे बाकी हमने. Can you repeat duplicates as well? Okay. Okay. So यहाँ पे I'll give you that outlier treatment. I'll tell you हम कैसे कैसे outlier treat करते हैं. So I will give you that as your homework. So from this data, we have done data visualization. How do we visualize our outliers? Box plot से या scatter आप कैसे भी देख सकते हो, your call. But आपने वो treat करना है. I'll tell you वो कैसे करेंगे, and then you have to do it and then come up with the algorithm. So this is generally a regular information about our data frame. 569 instances hai, and everywhere this data is clean from sklearn. So everywhere we have a floating value and non-null, so we don't have missing values. And every data point is a float, and this is our target, cancer. Also having 569 instances, and that is of data type integer. Okay. This is the regular thing. Let me just come up with outlier treatment. Then I would ask you to do it. Let me just copy paste the cells from below. I've done it. Okay, as per you, what are outliers? We had a discussion. Let me just one more time. Yeah. So if talking about box plot, अगर हमारा ये box plot है, right? So upper fence, lower fence, median value. This is what 25 percentile, 25 percentile range. This is 75 percentile range. This is your upper fence. And this is your lower fence. And this complete is called as IQR range. So this is IQR range. Okay. 25 percentile को हम बोल देते हैं Q1. 75 percentile को बोलते हैं Q3. Okay. So Q2, Q3, that is IQR कैसे होगा? Q3 minus Q1 will make our IQR range. तो जितनी भी values मेरी IQR range में होगी, we are good to go with them. लेकिन कोई भी value above this upper fence, any value above this upper fence and any value below this lower fence will be what is an outlier. तो ये हो जाएंगे मेरे upper outliers and below this range will be what my lower outliers. So below are my lower outliers. So this is my IQR range. तो numpy में हमारे पास percentile formula होता है. So using this percentile formula, we are able to calculate the 25 percentile, 75 आप कोई भी निकाल इसमें call the numpy value function, call the dot percentile function, then you have to feed in कि किस data पे आपका किस data का आपने you have to find out the 25 and 75 percentile. तो for example अभी यहाँ पे मेरा data का नाम है data underscore 1. ठीक है, तो उसमें अभी मैंने यहाँ पे टपल एंड पैकिंग यूज की है. इनिशियली आई वांट 25 परसेंटाइल, तो वो किस में जाके स्टोर हुआ? Q1 में, राइट. देन 75 परसेंटाइल वो जाके किस में स्टोर हुआ? Q3 में. 75 को हम बोलते हैं Q3, 25 को बोलते हैं Q1. एंड in order to calculate upper fence outlier, lower fence outlier, मेरे पास IQR range होना मैंडेटरी है. ठीक है, then we will calculate IQR range. ठीक है कनिष्का, ठीक है. So I will forward it कनिष्का. Thank you. तो जब हमने Q3 निकाल लिया, हमने Q1 निकाल लिया यूजिंग NP डॉट परसेंटाइल फॉर्मूला, उसके बाद हम निकालेंगे IQR रेंज. एंड IQR क्या होगा? Q3 माइनस Q1. सो यहाँ से हमने Q3 निकाला 75 परसेंटाइल, 75 परसेंटाइल माइनस 25 परसेंटाइल. तो ये कंप्लीट ये वाली रेंज आ गई जो मेरे आउटलायर्स नहीं है. Correct. So this is what I've gotten here, which are solid values and we want them. Then upper outlier, lower outlier का formula होता है. Upper outlier में वो values होंगी, that is this is a formula. Q3, this one Q3, that is जो हमारा 75 percentile है plus 1.5 of the IQR range. Actually, it will come out to be IQR range here. This is wrong. So it will come out to be IQR range. Okay, IQR range and similarly यहाँ पे भी होगा IQR range. So formula है upper outliers मेरे वो होंगे जो quartile 3 है, that is 75 वाला, this one plus 1.5 into IQR, ये हो जाएंगे मेरे upper fence. And just a second, it was something different actually. Let me just copy this. जो भी मेरी अपर वाली फेंस वाली वैल्यूज होंगी दैट विल बी Q3 प्लस 1.5 ऑफ QR, एंड जो मेरी लोअर फेंस वाली वैल्यूज होंगी व्हाट दे विल बी Q1 minus 1. What was our box plot? This was our box plot. इसमें यहाँ पे सबसे ऊपर था मेरा Q3. So this is my Q1. So this is my Q3. This is my median. This is my IQR range. So IQR range. And this upper fence will be Q1, Q3 plus 1.5 into IQR. तो जो ये मेरी वैल्यूज होंगी ना, एनी वैल्यू इससे जो ऊपर होगी विल बी आउटलायर. तो मैं ये थ्रेशोल्ड कैसे निकालूं कि किस वैल्यू से अबव मेरे आउटलायर्स होंगे. सो दैट इज द फॉर्मूला फॉर दिस वन. आपने पहले Q3 निकालना है. यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट IQR एंड देन यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द अपर फेंस. नाउ फॉर एग्जांपल मेरा यहाँ पे Q3 आया 70. ठीक है, 70 is the Q3 value. IQR आया let's say 15, assuming any random number. So 70 फॉर्मूला में पुट अप हो जाएंगे 70 प्लस 1.5 into 15. ठीक है, 1.5 into 15 हो जाएगा यहाँ पे. तो जो भी मेरी वैल्यू आएगी रिस्पेक्टिवली, लेट्स अज्यूम मेरी वैल्यू यहाँ पे आई 90, assuming not calculating, assuming, let's assume मेरी अपर फेंस में कैलकुलेशन करके आई वैल्यू 90. तो अब मेरे लिए वो एनी वैल्यू इन माय डेटा विच इज ग्रेटर देन 90 क्या हो जाएगी, अपर फेंस आउटलायर. तो जो भी लेट्स अज्यूम अभी मेरे यहाँ पे बाउंड आ गया 90. सो एनी वैल्यू अबव 90 विल बी माय अपर फेंस आउटलायर. सिमिलरली मुझे ये वाला रेंज निकाला कि किस वैल्यू से नीचे. आइडियली यू कुड विजुअलाइज द ग्राफ, लेकिन आपको अगर एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू चाहिए तो 25 परसेंटाइल की वैल्यू निकालेंगे, IQR रेंज निकलेगी, एंड देन अगेन पुटिंग दैट इनटू फॉर्मूला. सो Q1 लेट्स अज्यूम मेरी 25 परसेंटाइल में आई 20 वैल्यू. Q1 माइनस 1.5 into 15. ठीक है, तो विल सबट्रैक्ट दैट, एंड जो भी मेरी वैल्यू आती है, लेट्स अज्यूम मेरी वैल्यू आई -10 Q1 के लिए. सो एनी वैल्यू बिलो -10 विल बी माय लोअर फेंस आउटलायर्स. ठीक है, सो दिस इज हाउ डू यू कैलकुलेट कि अपर फेंस वाले आउटलायर किस रेंज से ऊपर मेरे अपर फेंस वाले आउटलायर होंगे एंड किस रेंज से बिलो मेरे लोअर वाले फेंस वाले आउटलायर होंगे. सो लोअर फेंस के लिए आपने ये फॉर्मूला लगाना है, अपर फेंस के लिए आपने ये वाला फॉर्मूला लगाना है. सो दिस वे आपको एक सर्टेन वैल्यू मिल जाएगी कि इस वैल्यू से ऊपर यू हैव टू ट्रीट योर डेटा कि इफ द वैल्यू इज मोर देन द अपर फेंस देन यू हैव टू, या आप उसमें फिर आप Q3 की वैल्यू डाल दीजिए, या आप उसमें Q1 की वैल्यू डाल दीजिए, या आप उसमें मीडियन की वैल्यू डाल दीजिए, या अगर आपको कोई एक्स्ट्रा अपनी तरफ से वैल्यू डालनी है योर ओन वैल्यू, यू कैन पुट योर ओन वैल्यू. और व्हाट यू कैन डू इज, लेट्स अज्यूम अब मेरा अपर फेंस आउटलायर कितना था 90. आई जस्ट वांट वन बिलो, क्योंकि 90 अबव ही तो आउटलायर होगा. इफ आई वांट 89, अगर इफ यू फील लाइक कि 90 या यहाँ पे मेरी वैल्यू 100 है, रिप्लेसिंग दैट 100 विद 75 इज नॉट जस्टिफाइड. सो व्हाट यू कुड डू इज 90 अबव मेरे आउटलायर्स है तो जस्ट वन बिलो, सो डिक्रीज दिस लोअर फेंस बाय 1. तो 90 माइनस 1 क्या हो जाएगा 89. सो विल 89 बी एन आउटलायर. अगर मेरी वैल्यूज 90 अबव आउटलायर्स थी तो अगर मैं उनको 89, सो इस वैल्यू से एक -1 करके इफ आई रिड्यूस देम, रिप्लेस देम, सो विल इट बी एन आउटलायर. नहीं ना. सो यू वी हैव मल्टीपल वेज. या तो आप अपर फेंस को या लोअर फेंस को उनके रिस्पेक्टिव, जैसे टॉकिंग अबाउट अपर फेंस को आप या तो Q3 से रिप्लेस कर दीजिए जो कि 75 परसेंटाइल है, या फिर आप मीडियन वैल्यू से रिप्लेस कर दीजिए, या फिर आप योर ओन कस्टम वैल्यू से रिप्लेस करा सकते हैं, एवरेज से रिप्लेस करा सकते हैं. और इफ यू डोंट वांट टू डू ईदर ऑफ देम तो आप क्या कर सकते हो, आपका अपर बाउंड क्या था कि 90 अबव सारे आपके आउटलायर थे, तो 90 से ऊपर ही तो आउटलायर था ना. व्हाट इफ यू रिप्लेस द वैल्यू विद 89, दैट इज वन वैल्यू बिलो. सो अपर फेंस -1 or 2 जितना भी यू फील करेक्ट, you can take that value and you can replace your outliers with that. Now this is in the case when your values are, for example आपकी values यहाँ पे thousands में है and आपका जो outlier है that is above 900 and कुछ गिनती की values and don't want to replace these 1000 values by just 250 or 500 and you think कि आपका data बहुत deviate हो जाएगा. So in that case we use these approaches कि जो मेरा upper fence है उससे कुछ value reduce करके, so replacing 1000 with 900 will make more sense as compared to replacing 1000 with just a 250 value. ठीक है, so multiple ways है, you could use either. तो you could also take the upper maximum value और उससे एक -1 करके and you can replace that upper fence value with that -1 value, so that अब आपकी जो value है सभी चाहे यहाँ पे आई but not they are not outliers because you have replaced them with what 89. So now you don't have any outliers and आपने उसी के nearby range से you have treated the values. क्लियर हुआ या नहीं समझ में आया कुछ भी? हाँ जी, समझ में आया या नहीं आया? अभी हम इसे कैलकुलेट करके निकालेंगे व्हाट द वैल्यूज आर, बट डिड यू गेट एन इंट्यूशन कि व्हाट इज ये जो भी मैंने बताया वो समझ में आया नहीं आया? Example as 1000 as an outline, we where 90 was Q3, didn't understand. Okay. Yes, you can consider, but then फिर it should not be equal to, आपको clear होना चाहिए कि 90 above ही outlier है, not equal to. So 90 above outlier है, then you could take either 1 minus or equal to that, then you can take that if you feel कि if you feel that the replacement of the outliers is not correct. जो आपको समझ नहीं आया that was this is my Q3. Let's assume ये वैल्यू मेरी 90 है, अपर फेंस की इससे अबव आउटलायर्स है और यहाँ पे है -10. Below -10 are outliers. This is my Q1. This is my median. And this is my what? IQR range. ठीक है, सो इन केस अगर सर अब आपके पास वैल्यू है लेट्स से 150, ठीक है, सो मल्टीपल तरीके होते हैं 150 आपकी, क्योंकि आपका अपर फेंस की वैल्यू क्या है, क्या निकल के आई 90, तो एनी वैल्यू जो 90 से ज्यादा होगी वो क्या हो जाएगी आउटलायर. तो इस केस में मल्टीपल तरीके से वी कैन ट्रीट. आप इस 150 को Q3 वैल्यू से ट्रीट करा लो, आप इसको मीडियन वैल्यू से करा लो, या फिर अपनी कोई कस्टम वैल्यू से यू कैन रिप्लेस द आउटलायर. और व्हाट इज आल्सो डन that if you feel कि 150 को let's assume मेरे Q3 की वैल्यू 70 है, median is something 30, so you feel that replacing and this is according to you is a realistic value लेकिन डेटा के लिए आउटलायर है. so if you don't want कि I don't want to replace this 150 with 70 because that does not justify, so what you could do is जो आपका मैक्सिमम वैल्यू अलाउड है, हमारा मैक्सिमम अलाउड क्या था यहाँ पे 90, तो 90 above is outlier, right? So what if you replace this 150 with 89? That is upper fence -1 or -2 or -10. So that exactly not with Q3, something above and something below. So compared to replacing 150 with 70, अगर उसको हम 89 से replace करें will make more sense, right? So this is what I was talking कि अगर आप you don't feel कि this is justified Q3 and Q1, then आप क्या कर सकते हो, lower fence and upper fence का, जैसे for example अब lower fence मेरी -10 allowed है, ठीक है, if I take it till -9, so -9 is not an outlier, लेकिन क्या हो गया nearby ranges से भी treat हो गया और outlier भी नहीं रहा. So this was what I was talking about. Or you could simply take Q3, Q1 values या median value ले लीजिए, या फिर अपना कोई custom value से you could define. You can take your custom value and also you can make the treatment part. So which option usually be good? Depend करता है रोहित, sorry. It depends. Rajat, sorry. Most people you will find कि वो Q3 से replace करते हैं. Most people you will find कि median से if the data में आपका बहुत बड़ी values है, and जैसे for example and you find that these values are realistic, so it's totally a personal call. बाकी every approach is correct. देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग एंड राइट. सो इससे बस आपका जो क्या होगा, जो थोड़ा डेटा है उसका स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन एंड मीन वगैरह चेंज हो जाएगा. दैट इज व्हाट, बिकॉज हमारा वी वांट अ डेटा इन अ सिंगल रेंज. आउटलायर्स डोमिनेट करते हैं तो उनको एक रेंज में मेरी वैल्यूज आ जाएंगी. सो विल नॉट मेक एनी बिग डिफरेंस. आपका एट द एंड ऑफ द स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन मीन एंड दोज वैल्यूज विल बी चेंज्ड एंड आपका डेटा डोमिनेट नहीं करेगा व्हाइल टेकिंग द एल्गोरिथम. स्क्यूनेस नहीं रहेगी. ठीक है. किसी को कोई कंफ्यूजन इनटू दिस Q3, Q1, IQR? ये हमारे फॉर्मूलाज है. I'll cover them. If we have large amount of data, then can we नहीं मोहित, we don't drop outliers, क्योंकि outlier होना that is something natural. So dropping outlier is not a good way. तो उनको replace करना is the good way, I would say. आपने डेटा आपके फॉर एग्जाम्पल 30% डेटा आउटलायर है तो ड्रॉप करोगे, बचेगा क्या? सो डोंट ड्रॉप आउटलायर्स. सिंपल कमांड है, यूज रिप्लेस देम. लेमडा फंक्शन से रिप्लेस हो जाएगा, रिप्लेस कमांड से हो जाएगा, आईलॉग फंक्शन से, जो भी है, मल्टीपल वेज टू डू. बट आपको जब आपको पता चल जाएगा लोअर फेंस क्या है, अपर फेंस क्या है, देन इट इज a very easy job to replace those outliers. If less than, no, मैं बोलूंगी आउटलायर के केस में ड्रॉप मत करो. मिसिंग वैल्यूज 5% है, मिसिंग वैल्यूज ड्रॉप कर दो, बट आउटलायर के केस में डोंट ड्रॉप. If you have huge data and you think कि 5% missing है, बाकी I'm having ample of rows, then you can delete, drop missing data. But outliers, don't drop outliers. Okay. हाँ जी, किसी को कोई confusion into outlier? Okay. Treat outlier with -1 of what upper fence and lower fence. This is, हाँ जी निष्कर्ष, आई एम सेइंग कि अगर यू फाइंड कि आपकी वैल्यू 150 रियलिस्टिक है, 150 वैल्यू आपकी रियलिस्टिक है, एंड लेट्स अज्यूम जैसे वन, ओके लेट मी कम अप विद अ मोर रियलिस्टिक एग्जांपल. Talking about age of people. General age is what? 70 or 80? Talking about general population. Everything above 50 तो आप ले लीजिए, common है, it is there. And lower fence पे will not go to lower fence into this. So 80 is my general common age, right? उसके अलावा above 90 you will have people having age of 90. You will have people having age 100. Even you will have very few, कुछ लोग 101 के भी होते हैं, 102 के भी होते हैं. There are people, but very few. रियलिस्टिक वैल्यू. लेकिन हमारा डेटा के हिसाब से क्या है, अपर फेंस 80, क्योंकि ये बहुत गिने चुने लोग हैं एंड मेजर ऑफ द डेटा लाइज फ्रॉम द रेंज ऑफ, लेट्स से नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट द लोअर फेंस, मेजर ऑफ द डेटा लाइज टिल द रेंज ऑफ 70, 80. क्लियर? तो इस केस में ऑल दो रियलिस्टिक वैल्यूज, लेकिन दीज वैल्यूज आर व्हाट, अपर फेंस आउटलायर फॉर द डेटा, क्योंकि मेजर डेटा आपका इस रेंज में लाई क्या, कुछ वैल्यूज ये आ गई तो ये बन गई आउटलायर. 90 can be an outlier, 102 will be an outlier. अगर और भी ज्यादा कोई है, that will be an outlier. So in this case, आप 102 को replace करोगे with 50. There is a huge difference. So in this case, we would replace 102 with 80. Although same values नहीं replace करा सकते, then that what is the use of treating outlier? तो all the realistic values, लेकिन we cannot keep them क्योंकि outlier है, dominate करेंगे data को. So what we do is we treat them with the nearest value which we think कि this will justify my replacement. तो यहाँ पे 80 is much more justified as compared to 50. या फिर आप ये काम करो कि जो आपका एक on an average age होती है, that is 50 or 60 or 40, जो भी एक average age होती है, you replace these values with that average age, right? या फिर आपकी जो मीडियन वैल्यू है, मीडियन वैल्यू जनरली यू कैन टेक इट, बट मीन इज व्हाट वी सजेस्ट. सो मीडियन वैल्यू से रिप्लेस करा दो. पहले आप डेटा को आप इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में अलाइन करेंगे एंड देन यू विल फाइंड आउट द मीडियन वैल्यू एंड देन यू कैन रिप्लेस दिस 102 विद द मीडियन वैल्यू, राइट? या फिर आपको अपनी कस्टम वैल्यू दे दीजिए कि चलो मुझे एवरीथिंग 90 शुड बी टेकन एज 89 or something, any custom value. You know, these are wrong numbers and you don't want them to happen. So आपको ये अपना custom number देके you can replace them. Clear हुआ? Disha and Nishkarsh. So इस case में 90 is my upper bound. तो 90 minus 1 will be what? 89. तो 89 से अगर मैं इनको replace करती हूँ तो that will not be an outlier क्योंकि that is below the upper fence. Upper fence मेरा था 90 above. So अगर मैं 89 से करूंगी तो fence के अंदर भी आ गया, outlier भी नहीं रहा, and values are closer as compared to my 50 and 25 and so on. Clear? But again, there is no hard and fast rule कि आपने यही करना है, and this is all about, you know, कि how are you able to justify what you have done? कि as per you this was the best approach. So it's all about, there are no hard and fast rule कि आपने हमेशा ऐसे ही करना है. If you have something else and which you feel कि ज़्यादा justified है, you could use that way also. Okay. Any confusion here? So here, this is my lower fence. This is for complete data. And one more thing I would like to ask, do we take complete data outliers? मेरे पास 30 columns है यहाँ पे. So will I treat the outliers of, let's assume, worst area with same value as of texture area, or should I take it individually? What should we do? So we should take them individually, right? So जिस column का मुझे निकालना है, and I would like if you make a loop of it. So this is for worst concativity. I've randomly taken a value. It is not accepting this way. Okay. So what you could do is df dot this value dot quantile, and then you can compute 25. Yeah, there is a space and I did not put that space as well. Why is it saying worst concativity not in here? I put up an underscore. Yes, underscore was not there. Okay. So what it has given me, either you could use this way, by tuple unpacking, this is your Q1 lower fence for mean radius, एंड अपर फेंस फॉर मीन रेडियस की कोई भी वैल्यू मोर देन 15.78 हो गया आपका अपर आउटलायर, कोई भी वैल्यू बिलो 11.7 हो गया आपका लोअर आउटलायर. सिमिलरली वर्स्ट कॉन्कैटिविटी के लिए लोअर फेंस इज अलाउड इज 0.11. You see how drastic the difference is. यहाँ पे 11 था, यहाँ पे 0.11 है. So it's suggested कि आप individually हर column का ले compare to taking all data together. And the upper fence is 0.38. Can we come up with a loop key? I don't have to explicitly give the column name every time. Can you come up with a loop? And if I just, or let me say SNS dot box plot, and if I just say df as in here, it's given all together. So for I in df dot columns, SNS dot box plot, and whatever I say is df dot I. Okay, I need to put that into. Okay, there is a spaces here. So think, yeah. There was a loop. Why is it not getting into the loop? Yeah. Where is that gone? Yeah. So now it has taken individual columns at a time. So first is for mean radius, then it is for mean texture. Now you see, you can visualize key into my mean radius, every value above like around 21 above is an upper fence outlier. Then for we have mean radius into outliers, we have mean texture above 30, we have idea about above 30 we have an outlier. Then above 141 into mean parameter, we have outliers everywhere into this data. Mean area, we have an outlier, and here into mean smoothness we have a lower range. So a value between after 0.05, accurate value you can get through that lower fence formula, but यहाँ पे you can just get an idea about. So value below 0.05 lower fence, and around 0.13.13 is your upper fence. Similarly for mean compactness as well, mean concativity, we have outliers everywhere. Most all the columns are having outliers. There are so many outliers into area error. You see, the more thicker the dots are, it means the more frequency. You see how thick it is as compared to, we are crystal clear कि यहाँ पे सिर्फ दो value है, लेकिन यहाँ पे कितना dark है ना. So it means the frequency is very high and आपके पास बहुत ज़्यादा outliers है जिनकी range ये है. So huge number of values in area error which are above 100 and जो मेरे outliers है. Clear? समझ में आ रहा है ये वाला? I've plotted the graph individually. Which statement are you talking about, Rajat? Quantized statement कौन सी वाली? Okay, I'll show that. The formula you talk, I'll come to the formula. Don't worry about the formula. You want the formula or no, I'm just abhi na, I'll come up with the formula. I'll display it also. So this I have to just scroll down. लेकिन अभी इतना जो हमने कि how do we identify outliers and कैसे we have to any value above. For example, अभी हमने किसका plot किया था, यहाँ पे किसकी value was concativity. हमारी value क्या थी 0.38 above was an upper fence outlier. So let's go to worst concativity. And इसमें for mean radius any value above 15 was an outlier. So where is mean radius? Let's see. You see, that is my Q3. Sorry, actually this is not your upper, by my mistake, this is your upper value allowed. So आपने upper fence नहीं निकाला है अभी तक. Upper fence के लिए we have to put that formula. We need to calculate IQR first and then we have to put that formula. Then जो मेरी value निकल के आएगी, that will be my upper fence. This is just your Q3. तो ये जो 15.78 है, this is this value. ये हमारा क्या है Q3 है and this is my Q3 है, so this is 15.78 here and this is what is my Q1 11.7. okay, so this is Q1 and this is my Q3. so अब इसके लिए हम IQR range निकालेंगे, then into 1.5 of IQR and then we'll calculate the upper fence and lower fence. So let me also put that the formula here. So ये हमारा formula था Q1 Q3 निकाला, then calculating IQR range. So IQR stands for here inter interquartile range. IQR is your interquartile range, which is Q3 minus your Q1. And simply ये मेरा formula है. Lower fence के लिए 1.5 into IQR, उसको Q1 में से minus करेंगे, and 1.5 into IQR उसको हम Q3 में plus करेंगे. So that will be my upper quartile range. So when I take this, हमने यहाँ पे Q1 and Q3 निकाला था. So Q1 was 11.7 and let me just put that into one single cell. So this is for mean radius. Mean radius coming 25, 75 stored into Q1 and Q3. So let us just also print IQR. So print IQR range here. And let us also display, or you could say lower fence and upper fence. Control C, lower fence. Control V, upper fence. So when we execute this code, error सबसे पहले. Okay. So these are the values. Yeah, IQE. तो ये है मेरा Q1, ये है Q3, and this is what is my IQR range. So this will be put up here into the formula. तो जो lower fence value, any value below 5.57, 58 बोल सकते हो, will be my lower outlier, and any value about 21 will be my upper outlier. So 21.9 है यहाँ पे. So let's see back to the image. Mean radius. So mean radius में हमारा upper fence है 21.9, lower fence है 5.57. Let's see, is it the same for? Yes. So lower outlier इसमें है नहीं, लेकिन value, so it's more than 20. So 21.99, any value above than that is your upper outlier. So we're able to get the complete exact number. Can you show quantile value? No, this is by the graph. उसमें जैसे हमने KNN में किया था, then you have to come up with more customizations. अगर आपको वो value यहाँ display कराने 21 and all that, तो वो customization वाला part है रजत, so वो आपको फिर करना पड़ेगा अलग से. ठीक है? Is there any code where we can search particular box plot without scrolling? फिर आप वो निष्कर्ष one-on-one plot कर सकते हैं. Just like simple sns.boxplot. And then यहाँ पे column का नाम दीजिए was concativity. So one-on-one it will help you. यहाँ पे आई अवॉइडेड दैट सिचुएशन कि अगर मेरे पास 50 कॉलम है तो वी कैन नॉट दैट इज अ हार्ड थिंग टू डू 50 टाइपिंग दिस थिंग 50 टाइम्स एंड देन विजुअलाइजिंग. तो ऐसे वन ऑन वन यू कैन विजुअलाइज or you can simply iterate over all the columns and साथ साथ आप C1 का box plot करके you are visualizing them. what exactly is quantile? Quantile, this is something हम अपनी डेटा को 4 इक्वल पॉपुलेशन में डिवाइड करते हैं 15, 25, 75 एंड सो ऑन. तो जब मैं अपने डेटा को इक्वल इंटरवल्स में डिवाइड करूंगी ना, दैट विल व्हाट विल मेक अ क्वार्टाइल रेंज. When we divide our data into equal intervals. So 25, 0 से 25, 25 से 50, 50 से 75. So that much, yes, there is same percentile range, yes. 24, 25 and 50 percentile and then 70 percentile, same thing. Okay. So यहाँ पे अगर मेरा ये below वाला ये 25 है, एक second, where is the pen? If the value below is 25, ये median value है, so what this will be complete 50 and this is what 75, right? And आपके जो आपने डेटा को अपने इक्वल इंटरवल्स पे डिवाइड किया, दैट इज व्हाट मेक क्वार्टाइल्स. सो किसी को कोई कंफ्यूजन इनटू आउटलायर्स की कैसे प्लॉट करेंगे, कैसे रिप्लेस करेंगे, कैसे अपर फेंस लोअर फेंस निकालेंगे? नाउ आई थिंक यू कैन डू द रिप्लेसमेंट पार्ट. जस्ट हैव टू यू हैव टू यूज लेमडा फंक्शन या लॉक आई लॉक या फिर यूज पांडास और सिंपल पाइथन एंड देन यू हैव टू क्रॉस चेक की वैल्यू अगर मोर देन 21 है, then simply what will you give? Upper fence -1, or you will give the value Q3, or you'll give IQR value or whatever value you want. Now everyone can do outlier treatment. Is there any question from your side? Anyone has? और अगर आपको ये वाला नहीं यूज करना, so we have the formula from data frame as well. जैसे यहाँ पे I've used data frame individual column wise, I've used data frame quantile method, or you could use this numpy percentile. Both will give you the same result. ये numpy वाला method है और ये data frame pandas वाला method है. हाँ जी, किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन है इसमें? कनिष्का, दिशा, कुलदीप, नवीन, निष्कर्ष, सरब, रजत. All are clear with the upper outliers. तो अभी इसमें most of the data में outliers है as seen on the graph. Okay, चलो बढ़िया है. नो फिलहाल. So इसमें हमारे पास सभी में outliers है. So I want you to do the data cleaning part. That is, treat the outlier, do not drop them. Treat the outliers and then make your own. जब आप outlier treat करोगे ना, अभी तो जैसे हमने box plot किया, तो यहाँ पे अलग से visualize, we are able to see them. So when you treat them, then you will have just one complete box plot, जिसमें सभी blue होगा, just like this one, and simple upper fence and lower fence. You won't find anything above this and below this. So you need to cross check कि box plot करके cross check करना कि were you really able to replace them या नहीं हो पाए. ठीक है. This was not there into your notebook, so let me just send it to you. Did you understand the purpose of plt.show here? जब हमने plt.show नहीं किया था, into one graph everything was plotted, right? So plt.show ने क्या किया? एक ग्राफ प्लॉट हुआ, displayed. हाँ जी कनिष्का, ये मैंने लास्ट क्लास में सेंड की थी नोटबुक टू एवरीवन. जब मैंने SVM का PPT and that I've shared it that time. Okay. Now moving on, so this is your part which you have to do, that is you have to treat outliers. So try it using different approaches and then clean your data from outliers. Missing values है नहीं लेकिन outlier है यहाँ पे काफी सारे, so you need to clean them. Okay, so it is 6:03. Let's have a break of 10 minutes and then we shall resume at 6:14. Is that fine? Okay. So let's have a break, everyone. Just go through the code. If you feel any doubt, we'll take it after the break. Otherwise, we'll continue as with our code. Okay? So let's have a break, everyone. Is everyone here? Okay. Now, since before dividing our data into train and test part, it is mandatory to clean the data, missing values or outliers, so transformations, so all that has to be done before you feed in your data. Okay, so till this point, assuming ideally we have not done, so till this point assuming that we have done the outlier treatment, so that is your part, you have to do it as in your homework. And then after that, what we have done in here, train test split. I hope everyone is clear with the concept of train test split. Idea bikini, lekin we had a clear description, understanding of this one. So किसी को train test split में कोई confusion है? What does train test split do and how does it do it? Have you seen this one? No, I haven't sent it. No, I haven't. ये updated नहीं है, इसमें quantile वाला नहीं मैंने share किया अभी. No, I haven't shared this one. I'll send it at the end of class. Maybe हम इसमें अभी और updates करेंगे. So जब complete हो जाएंगी सारी चीजें, then I will send it. अभी बस मैंने इसमें इतना यही add किया है. So at the end of the class, I will share the updated जितना भी कुछ होगा all together in one. Okay, so यहाँ पे we are finding out the correlation value कि जिसकी value, the value relation that is with respect to my cancer column, the value which is having, which is dominating my target. So we take those values. So n number of features, so there is a lot of scrolling in here. So many values herein, and हम सिर्फ किसका consider करेंगे with respect to our target, क्योंकि इसकी prediction हमें करनी है. So with respect to target, which columns should I take in or which features should I take into consideration and then make prediction for. So यहाँ पे you would visualize that most of the values are above 50 majorly. So ideally one here. So this is and negative also, there is a negative correlation every time. You see we have negative correlation. Negative correlation is what is inversely proportional to each other. So अगर एक increase होगा तो दूसरा decrease होगा, right? So we have a negative correlation, and mostly you'll see जितना मुझे I'm able to visualize onto my screen, we have negative correlation. So negative correlations are also important अगर उनकी value ज़्यादा है. So this is a high value, and now just to visualize कि कौन सा feature है, I need to scroll up. So I find this as a pane, that is mean radius कि कितना this was for mean radius, then again for, so I find this as a pane. तो इसके लिए मैंने क्या किया है? So let us see the values first of all. So we have 0.35 minus 0.35, not such good correlated as compared. We have in 7.770 equivalent to that. So this is also not a good one, which is this 0.33. It's for mean symmetry. We don't have that a good correlation, neither for this one. ठीक है कनिष्का, zoom in. Okay. So abhi for, so just checking out the correlation values, what values do you have? So we will not take them into consideration. ये lower values either positive भाई नेगेटिव है, विल नॉट टेक them into consideration. ये वाली assume the mean of data is 20 and standard deviation is let's say 2, ठीक है, and x is let's say 30. तो हर एक जो जितने भी डेटा पॉइंट है 30 है, यहाँ पे 40 आ गया, 50 आ गया, and so on. Every data point will be subtracted. So 30 minus what? So 30 minus 20 divided by what? 2. So what will I get? 10 divided by 2. And what will I get? 5. So the value has been rescaled from 30 to what? To 5. So this is the process of standard scaler, जहाँ पे हर value को लिया जाता है and it is rescaled. So it will always find that जो भी हमारा rescaled data होगा, which we will be making using standard scaler, will always have variance around 1 and mean around 0. So it will give you a normally distributed data. Okay, so it is a good technique and it is a good process to always scale your data before you feed into your algorithm. So backend में it uses this formula that with respect to every data point आपका mean value subtract करेगा and divided by standard deviation, and then जो आपका नया data होगा that will be the scaled data. ठीक है, so mu is the mean here, s is the standard deviation and x is your regular data point, and जो भी आपका rescaled data होगा it will have a unit variance. So variance around 1 and mean around 0. ठीक है, so the purpose of scaling so that everything comes onto the same range. अभी जैसे हमने 30 का एग्जांपल देखा, अब यू नो इफ द वैल्यू वाज इन थाउजेंड्स तो उसका मीन भी रिस्पेक्टिवली, फॉर एग्जांपल द वैल्यू वाज इन 1000 हियर. अभी हमने सिर्फ 30 के लिए देखा, इसका अज्यूम लेट्स से मीन इज 500 और समथिंग, 800 और समथिंग. ठीक है, मीन वैल्यू क्योंकि वैल्यू ज्यादा होंगी तो मीन भी ज्यादा होगा, 800 एक्चुअली. स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन लेट्स से अज्यूम इट इज 30 बिकॉज वैल्यू ज्यादा है तो नॉट मैंडेटरी 30, इट कैन बी 3 और समथिंग. लेट्स अज्यूम इट इज जस्ट 3. So what we came out to be 200 divided by 3. So 66 something, right? So जहाँ पे आपकी वैल्यू 1000 थी वो अब श्रिंक होके किस रेंज में आ गई? 200 divided by 3. So 18, so 66 point something like that if my calculations are correct. Otherwise it may be something else. So what we have done, we have rescaled the data, right? So हमारा data, yes, it will give you a normally distributed data. ठीक है, so that every value is onto the same scale, आपका ज्यादा deviation नहीं है data में. So it is a good process to scale your data. Either use standard scaler or either you could use min max scaler. So you could use either. Standard scaler में आपका हमेशा जो data होगा उसका variance will be around 1 and mean will be around 0. ठीक है, and this is the respective formula. Any confusion into this one? It is not mandatory that you always call standard scaler and then you do it yourself. Can you do it of your own? Given the data, subtract the mean and then divide by standard. ये हम numpy की help से कर सकते हैं ना? We convert the data frame or we take a data frame column, subtract the mean every time and then divide by standard deviation. So you could do it yourself or you could call standard scaler. Another transformations भी होती है, जैसे log transformation आपने नहीं लिया. So log transformation will also do, it will also put your scale, put your values into a certain range. Log transformation is also one of the approach to rescale your data onto the same scale. ठीक है, standard scaler है, log transformations है, min max scaler है, and you can define your own की अगर आपको standard deviation नहीं divide करना, you can just only subtract mean. So people also do this. They don't do this part, division part, they subtract mean from mean data and then they call this data as the rescaled data. So it can be different approaches. Maybe you come up, if you are, if you find something more relevant into statistics, then you could use that approach as well. But this is for standard scaler, or simply you could use this log transformation or something, anything else. Clear? Any confusion into standard scaler? Similarly, one other scaler we have, that is min-max scaler. This is something different क्योंकि standard scaler ने क्या किया? Zero mean, unit variance. So min-max scaler क्या करेगा? It will rescale your data into the range 1. इसी shrink कर देगा, जितनी भी बड़ी value हो, कितनी भी छोटी हो, everything will be into this. So this is the formula. From every value, it will initially subtract the minimum of that value, and then denominator will maximum minus minimum of that value. So it will put everything into this formula, and we get a new. For example, Abhi, let's assume the value was 1000, and minimum, let's assume, is 80, or I might be wrong with the calculations. So maximum, let's assume, is 1000 and something. But yes, always it will put jo bhi calculation ho, jaisa bhi data ho, this is the thing that it will always put your data, rescale your data into the range of 0 and 1. Okay, let's assume the maximum is 1100, and again minimum is 80. So what will be the result of in here? So we get 920 as the numerator, and the denominator we get 1020. So 920 divided by 1020, we get equals to 0.901. Okay. Now you see how the value of 1000 has been converted to this 0.901. Right. So min max scalar, wherein minimum values taken into consideration, maximum and everything. So it will always put your data into this range. यहाँ पे हमारी value थी 1000. We assumed a minimum value, assumed a maximum value, put up into the formula, and we came up with this 0.901. ठीक है. So this way, कितना बड़ा भी data हो, कितना छोटा भी data हो, everything will be landed up into this range. So this is another way wherein you can rescale your data using min-max scalar. Standard scalar से क्या आया? You got a normally distributed data. Into this, it is not mandatory that you will get a normally distributed data, but हाँ, आपकी range हो जाएगी 0 and 1. Wherein in case of standard scalar, you will get a normally distributed data, जिसमें mean 0 around है, variance unit 1 around है. ठीक है. So these are the two scalars, and another one is log transformation, or simply x minus mean of that data. And maybe there are more into statistics, but these are the most widely used and given by sklearn, predefined. Okay, so these are the scalars. So the why do we scale, and how does we get to new values after scaling them? हाँ जी, दिशा, Tanishka, Kuldeep, Naveen, Prateek, why you people not replying? Is the class going on? And Suraj, yes. We have only few students only responding to the class. Are you clear with the concept? Yeah, still having some sort of doubts. Disha, Suraj, Kuldeep, Prateek. No, Mohit is up to, he's always replying. Rajat is always replying. Sarab is always replying. Kanishka, at times you you get involved in the code, but yes, you also do participate. But rest are the very, very rarely you people reply. So we are on into the class. Let's make class much more interactive as compared to a boring class. Okay. Class over. अभी over कर दो निष्कर्ष. अभी तो टाइम है निष्कर्ष. हाँ जी मोहित. Yeah, we'll do at 7. We'll do at 7 if you have रीस्केल्ड डेटा फॉर मिन मैक्स स्केलर. सो नाउ अब हम क्या करेंगे, जब हम क्लासिफायर को इंपोर्ट करेंगे एसवीएम को, नाउ यू सी, and now you see the mean has also changed. Initially we did not check the mean, or let me just say, so x dot mean, so we have a different सबका mean है and we just say a sum of all, so sum. So the total mean of my complete data was 1809 and अब हमने mean किया है तो क्या mean आ गया 01 के range में 0.23, right? Disha, what happened into this one? This is where just extremely we are visualizing the very first array, very row number 1. जो मेरा x value है, this x dot head, इसमें I am just visualizing the very first array कि min max scalar से ये जो मेरा array है ये change होके क्या बन के आ गया है. This is now being rescaled to this values. So 0, okay. So अब originally क्या हुआ, originally मेरा x का क्या mean था 1809, now it has been retransformed using min max scalar and the values have been changed so much कि this is the now new mean value. ठीक है, जब हम अब SVM को import करेंगे we will be using this x train जो कि मेरा rescaled वाला training data है using min max scalar. This one will not be taking, that's why I have overwritten it. You could save it with different name if you want, but I have overwritten it. So now अब मेरा कौन सा exchange जाएगा, it will be not that original one what is given here, the rescaled data has been fed into my SVM. Clear? So यहाँ से rescale हुआ, this was the rescaled value and now we'll be feeding this rescaled value with respect to its respective y test and इसको अब हम feeding करेंगे अपने algorithm में. So we need to import support vector classifier, so it belongs to the SVM family from sklearn. We have initialized a variable and now model dot fit x train जो कि ये वाला मेरा x train है, this is 0, so complete data x train and with respect to that we have a y train कि cancel है या नहीं है. So on to this my model will be trained. Any confusion so far into this min max scalar output and everything? ठीक है, so अब हमने यहाँ पे दिया इसमें and then what have we gotten, the model gets, so let me just execute these commands as well. Now what we'll make is we'll make predictions. So prediction हमेशा on the question paper. So model जिसमें मेरा SVM था जिसको मैंने fit किया, how do we decide that we need to use scaling? Generally Sarab, this is a good way कि हम पहले scale करें data को then only we feed. This is not a mandate but you know it gives good result. आपका algorithm ज़्यादा अच्छे से gives you better result when you give a scaled data. But this is not mandate. And especially in case of algorithm जहाँ पे yeah we did not scale because उस time पे we did not did this concept. So जहाँ पे भी we have the concept of distances, so we tend to scale our data and then only feed into our algorithm. या फिर जहाँ पे you find that your data has huge variations, then as I told it is a good practice to scale your data first and then feed into your algorithm. Okay, so यहाँ पे using that trained model I am making predictions onto what X test and I've been storing them into what predictions here. So अब ये this is my confusion matrix and again 0 1. So this is cancer and this is non-cancer. So बाकी वही steps हैं. Same classification report, same confusion matrix. So rest the steps are same. Grid search CVA, this is another important topic. We'll cover this, but not today. But yes, SVM का end-to-end process herein. So हमने initially कहाँ से start किया? We took the data and assuming outlier treatment we have done. So we are done with the outlier treatment. Then what we have done, divided our data using train test split. ठीक है, उसके बाद हमने क्या किया, scaling perform किया, min max scalar. We came up with new data and this scaled data was fed into what? Our algorithm. And then we have made predictions onto the X test and then we have visualized the accuracy and confusion matrix and the classification report, everything. ठीक है. So once we are done with the part, we get this sort of result wherein we have precision recall F1 score. So 66 instances of uh, malignant class, that is cancerous, and 105 instances of non-malignant, that is non-cancerous class. And this is the respective precision recall, and we already we have understood it. So this is the respective output which we have gotten of for SVM, wherein we made, and if I just want to visualize my Y test, so what is my Y test? So I'll just see Y test, or let's say display Y test and Y, sorry. Oh, is it predictions? So here, the same order will be always the same. यहाँ पे ये 107 row है, so this is the prediction for 107 row. The next is for 437, then this is the prediction for 437. ठीक है, last में 297 है, so 171 instances total. So similarly, इस array में भी आपके same number होगा 171. Last में what you have, class 0, and the prediction was this for wrong. हमारा actual data में क्या था, 0 instance, और यहाँ पे prediction किया 1, so this is wrong classified. Then third last one, so this is correct, this is correct. So yes, you have some misclassification always. So this is your predicted result, and this is your actual Y test. Okay. So this is done with SVM, but yes, we have some more to go. This is GridStar CV, and this is not specific to SVM. ये आपके पूरी ML में लगेगा, हर algorithm के साथ लगेगा. So we'll cover it when we in the next class. But हाँ, for SVM we are done with end-to-end process. How we rescale our data, how we feed in, how do we visualize the result, and how do we use different scaling methods. Okay. And how do we get to know the values, and outlier treatment is what you have to come up with. So you have to do it on your own. And I'll share this updated file along with the data set. So any questions so far in today's class? While dealing with duplicate rows, using dot group is sufficient. You have to cross check. If we have in place parameter, then that is mandatory. In place true nahi karoge, then that will not allow. So df dot drop duplicates in here. So drop duplicates, and into this, let me just, yes, there is a concept of in place true. So you have to put in place true, and then only your changes will be made permanent. Okay, how many classes? So we are left with few algorithms. We are left with k-means. We are left with decision tree, RF, naive Bayes. Naive Bayes will give you intuition behind coding. I will leave it up to you. Okay, and we are left with linear and logistic. So we're left with these things. Yes, time series. Yes, time series. Yes, yes. PCA. Yeah, time series will do. PCA. We are left with lot of things. Yeah, so one class, this will take complete about 2 days. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 classes more. Yes. Thank you, Rajat. मैं भी चाहती हूँ आपको मजे आए पढ़ने में, you know. Then only you will start liking the coding part. Yes, आगे भी आएगा. So any questions, any confusion? Yes, as per all of you, as you all decide, I am okay with the timings. अगर आपको, if you want to make it a 3-hour class, we can make it 3 hours. So I am comfortable with everything, with all you are comfortable with all of you. So decide कर लेना. Yes, Nishkarsh, I will share the data. अभी मुझे कनिष्का ने भी she has also shared one data. So I will also share some data with you. So I want everyone, you have a complete time of week. So do it of your own, and then we shall discuss it in the next class ki what all we can do. So I will not be covering multiple time, so one or two I will share with all of you, and then so am I audible? I've connected via my phone. Okay, ठीक है, पता नहीं लैपटॉप में what has happened. So what I'm saying here is I will share this notebook along with the data set जो Kanishka has also shared with me, and I have some with me. So I will share with those. I'll share those with you. So I would like कि आप complete week पे उन पे काम करो along with the outliers into this. So work on to that, and then will have the next week की what all approaches we have. So come with your own solutions and let's discuss and let's come to a conclusion कि कैसे कर सकते हैं, क्या क्या चीजें available हैं. Okay, so I'll share with that after the class is over, and we'll discuss it in the next week. Okay. So, any doubt in today's class? Or okay, so let's wind up our session for today. So, thank you so much, everyone, and have a good night. Yeah, thank you very much. So, have a good night, and then tomorrow we'll. Tomorrow, no, not tomorrow exactly. So next week we'll proceed with the new topics, and yeah, okay. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night. Yes, next week. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Bye. Signing off. Just